Today, we're diving deep into one of the most surprising stories in the world of coin collecting, the one Piso coin from the Philippines. Minted in 2011, at first glance, it looks like any other ordinary coin you'd find in your change. But there's a twist. Some rare examples of this coin have fetched astonishing prices, with one reportedly worth up to $74,000 USD. How could such a common-looking coin be worth a small fortune? What makes it so special? And how can collectors spot one of these rare and valuable versions? This is the full story of the 2011 one Piso coin, its history, its design, the errors, and the mystery that catapulted it into the spotlight of numismatics. In 2011, the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, or BSP, was in the middle of producing coins under the BSP coin series, which began in 1995. These coins had become very familiar across the country. Everyday currency, used for small transactions, jeepney fares, and sari-sari store purchases. The one Piso coin was struck in nickel-plated steel, with a mass of 5.35 grams and a diameter of 24 millimeters. The obverse of the coin features the iconic portrait of José Rizal, the Philippines' national hero. He appears in profile, facing left, with the inscription Republica ng Pilipinas arching around him and the year of minting, 2011, at the bottom. On the reverse side, the coin displays the BSP logo. This stylized design includes a Philippine sun, stars, and a stylized eagle and gear to represent the economy and governance. Below that, the denomination is clearly stated, 1 Piso. As collectors know, sometimes what makes a coin valuable isn't how it was meant to look, it's how something went wrong during its production. The one Piso 2011 coin has become infamous not for its regular mintage, but for a rare error version. This error, often referred to in numismatic circles as the no mint mark error or rotated die error, caused a frenzy when collectors began identifying irregularities in the coins they came across. One of the most valuable known errors involves a misaligned die strike, where the reverse side is rotated more than 90 degrees in comparison to the obverse. Another involves an off-center strike, where the coin's design is not properly centered, causing part of José Rizal's head or the BSP logo to be shifted or partially missing. Additionally, there are reports of double strikes, planchet errors, and even wrong metal compositions, which were never officially confirmed by the Bangko Sentral, adding an air of mystery. These errors were not widespread, making the few that exist extremely rare and therefore extremely valuable. The coin that shocked the numismatic world, reportedly sold for $74,000 at a private auction. Details remain confidential, but according to experts and insiders, it was an error coin in uncirculated condition, with a dramatic die rotation and unusual luster suggesting it was struck on a wrong planchet. The coin that shocked the numismatic world, reportedly sold for $74,000 at a private auction. Details remain confidential, but according to experts and insiders, it was an error coin in uncirculated condition, with a dramatic die rotation and unusual luster suggesting it was struck on a wrong planchet. The bear was an international collector with a keen interest in Southeast Asian currency, and the seller, Filipino enthusiast, had kept the coin for years without realizing its true value. Imagine holding something in your hand every day, using it to buy snacks or pay for parking, never knowing it could be worth more than most people make in a year. That's the magic and madness of coin collecting. Now here's the big question. Could you be holding one of these rare coins without knowing it? There are a few key signs collectors look for. Check for rotation errors. Place the coin on a flat surface with José Rizal's face upright. Flip it vertically if the reverse side doesn't align perfectly and is rotated. You might have something special. Look for off-center strikes. If the design is not centered or elements are missing from the edge, you could be looking at a valuable error. Weigh the coin. The standard weight is 5.35 grams. If the coin is significantly heavier or lighter, it may have been struck on a wrong planchet. Inspect for double strikes. Any duplicate outlines or doubled letters could indicate a double strike. Examine the material. Most 1 Piso coins are magnetic due to the steel core. If your coin isn't attracted to a magnet, it may have a different metal composition. Professional grading and certification is always recommended. Reputable organizations like PCGS or NGC can authenticate and grade the coin, increasing its market value tremendously. The Filipino numismatic community is one of the fastest growing in Asia. More and more Filipinos are learning the value of old coins, and the market has seen explosive growth. Coin shops, Facebook groups, and online auctions are now flooded with buyers and sellers, helping to strike gold, sometimes literally. Collectors worldwide are now looking at the Philippines, not just for historical Spanish era coinage or American period pesos, but for modern coins with hidden value. The 1 Piso 2011 is now on everyone's radar. Even those outside the Philippines are hunting for it. The story of the $74,000 coin has inspired a new generation of collectors to examine every coin in their pocket. In a world where the value of a coin can jump from 1 Piso to $74,000, it pays to pay attention. The 1 Piso 2011 coin stands as a testament to how even the most ordinary items can hold extraordinary secrets. It's a reminder that value isn't always obvious, and that treasures can lie hidden in plain sight. So the next time you receive change at the store, take a second look, because that humble 1 Piso coin might just change your life. Welcome, coin enthusiasts, numismatists, and curious minds. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating coins from Southeast Asia, the 5 Piso coin of the Philippines from the year 2016. On the surface, it's an everyday coin commonly used in vending machines and jeepney fairs. But behind this modest appearance lies a story of rarity, minting secrets, collector obsession, and a staggering value, up to $74,000 for one rare specimen. In this comprehensive exploration, we'll uncover how and why a single 5 Piso coin can reach such heights. We'll look at the historical context of the coin, its design, the reasons behind its rarity, and what experts and collectors say. Whether you're new to coin collecting or a seasoned numismatist, this story has something that will surprise you. To truly understand the value of the 2016 5 Piso coin, we need to start with the monetary history of the Philippines. In 2016, the Bangko Sentral NG, Philippines BSP was still issuing coins from the new generation, Currency and GC coin series, which began modernization efforts to enhance security features, deter counterfeiting, and unify the aesthetic of Philippine coins. The 5 Piso denomination, first introduced in 1975 in its modern form, has seen many transformations, from the large silver Marco Sierra coin to the more compact bronze-colored versions featuring national heroes like Andres Bonifacio and Emilio Aguinaldo. But in 2016, the BSP made an intriguing choice by returning to Bonifacio as the coin's primary figure, design that would become short-lived and mysterious. The 2016 5 Piso coin was struck in nickel-plated steel, had a diameter of 25 millimeters, and weighed 7.4 grams. The obverse displayed Bonifacio with the word Republica NG Pilipinas and the year of issue. The reverse featured the BSP logo and the denomination 5 Piso. It was practical, simple, and seemingly ordinary. So why is it so valuable? Here's where things get interesting. The majority of 2016 5 Piso coins are indeed common. They were mass-produced for circulation. But somewhere in that year's production, a mintage anomaly occurred. According to reports from advanced collectors, a limited batch of test or transitional strikes made it into circulation coins not meant for public use. These rarities are believed to have either been struck with experimental dies, made from plankets intended for other years or denominations, or possess minting errors that were never corrected. One such coin, a 2016 5 Piso, with a double die reverse and a planchette anomaly, was reportedly sold in a private collector's auction for $74,000 USD. Now, here's the key. The Philippine Mint has never officially confirmed the existence of this rare variant. That makes the hunt all the more thrilling. It's the stuff of legend among collectors, and only a handful of numismatists worldwide claim to have even seen one in person. Let's take a moment to understand why this coin can be worth that much. 1. Rarity. Fewer coins mean higher demand. 2. Error or anomaly minting errors such as double dies, off-center strikes, or planchette mistakes are highly sought after. 3. Condition. Coins in uncirculated or proof condition bring top dollar. 4. Historical relevance. Coins tied to transitions in leadership, policy, or design have elevated importance. 5. Demand from collectors. Market. Hype and demand from global collectors can skyrocket values, according to rumors in the numismatic community. The rare version of this coin may have been created during a shift in die production, possibly intended for a new release of the coin or as a test of new alloys or minting technology. A small batch, perhaps fewer than 10, escaped into circulation, possibly given out to employees or slipped into coin rolls by accident. Unusual weight. A coin that is heavier or lighter than 7.4 grams might be struck on the wrong planchette. Misalignment. Check if the obverse and reverse don't line up perfectly. Die errors. Look for doubling on letters or numbers, especially the date or denomination. Mirror-like finish. A proof-like finish can indicate it was a test strike. Edge errors. Plain edge or partial reading instead of a fully readed edge. Off-center strike. If the design isn't perfectly centered, that's a major error. If you find anything like this, don't clean the coin. It could lower its value. Instead, place it in a soft holder and consult with a professional numismatist or auction house. The answer is yes, but not in a public auction. Reports from the numismatic community indicate that a private collector from the United States purchased the coin through a confidential deal brokered by a major numismatic firm. The price was said to be $74,000, largely due to its unique error and immaculate, possibly proof-like condition. Other lesser-known variants or partial errors from the 2016 issue have sold for amounts ranging from $500 to $5,000, depending on severity and grade. Coins authenticated and slabbed by grading companies like NGC or PCGS can command even more. Coins like these prove that extraordinary value can hide in the most ordinary places. Every time you receive a 5 Piso coin in your change, you might be holding a potential treasure. It takes an observant eye and a little knowledge to spot the rare from the routine. Start by inspecting your coins under good light. Invest in a basic magnifying glass. Get familiar with what a normal 5 Piso coin looks like. That way, anomalies will jump out at you. The story of the 2016 Philippine 5 Piso coin is more than just a tale of unexpected wealth. It's a reminder that rare things can emerge from ordinary beginnings, that a small, overlooked piece of metal can carry with it stories of history, mystery, and even fortune. Whether you're collecting for passion, profit, or both, this coin is a shining example of why numismatics remains one of the most exciting hobbies and professions in the world. Welcome, everyone, to another deep dive into the world of rare and valuable coins where history, rarity, and a bit of mystery come together to create staggering value. Today, we're unraveling the story of one of the Philippines' most intriguing numismatic treasures, the 2009 25 Piso coin piece that, under specific and exceptional circumstances, has been valued at an eye-popping $64,000. Yes, you heard that right. A coin with a face value of just 25 pesos, minted in the modern era, fetching tens of thousands of dollars. How is that possible? What makes it so special? Is it pure hype, or is there real, solid numismatic gold hidden in this silver-colored coin? To understand the 2009 edition, we must first go back to the origin of the 25 Piso denomination itself. The 25 Piso coin isn't a common fixture in everyday Philippine currency. In fact, the denomination has typically been reserved for commemorative issues, released to mark special events, historical anniversaries, or to honor national figures. That makes each issue unique by default and worth examining closely. In 2009, the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, the central bank, released a commemorative 25 Piso coin. This issue was not meant for mass circulation, but rather created for collectors, government institutions, and special presentations. It was part of a commemorative series celebrating key national events and historical legacies. The 2009 25 Piso coin bears all the hallmarks of thoughtful design. One side prominently features the portrait of a national hero or a historical figure, depending on the edition variant. Some versions of the 25 Piso coin series display Andres Bonifacio, the father of the Philippine Revolution, while others may show different themes such as the anniversary of the DSA Revolution, Philippine independence, or even national economic achievements. The reverse side typically displays the coat of arms of the Philippines, the denomination 25 Piso, and the year of minting, 2009. Made from a bimetallic composition, usually nickel brass, center with a copper nickel ring, the coin is slightly larger than typical currency. This makes it eye-catching and substantial in weight and feel, further underlining its ceremonial purpose. Here's where it gets interesting. Unlike regular coins minted by the millions, the 2009 25 Piso was minted in extremely limited quantities. Some sources suggest that fewer than 10,000 pieces were made. Others believe that the number is even lower, perhaps a few hundred. Specimens released as part of VIP sets or ceremonial gifts. Collectors around the world know that scarcity equals value, especially when the coins are well preserved and come with authentic documentation or remain in uncirculated condition. But in the case of the $64,000 valuation, we're talking about something beyond simple rarity. We're entering the world of numismatic anomalies, errors, and minting variations. This wasn't just any 25 Piso commemorative coin. It was a highly rare error coin, possibly struck on the wrong planchette, misaligned, or double die. These types of minting mistakes, especially on a coin that was already rare, create a perfect storm for collectors. Imagine a coin that already exists in extremely limited numbers, now presenting a unique error that makes it one of a kind. That's the kind of rarity that fuels serious bidding wars among elite collectors. Error coins are highly prized in the numismatic community, especially if they come with documentation, provenance, and have been graded by an authority like PCGS or NGC, giving them a high mint state MS or proof PR rating. Reports claim this specific coin may have been in mint state condition, with a rare misstrike that made it stand out even among its limited brethren. The owner was approached by a collector from overseas, and after negotiations, the coin was sold for a sum believed to be around $64,000. Another factor that boosts a coin's value is its grading and provenance. Grading agencies like NGC or PCGS evaluate coins for condition, errors, and authenticity. Coins graded MS68 or higher are considered nearly flawless and can command massive premiums. In the case of the 2009 25 Piso, the high value was likely linked to mint state condition, an authenticated minting error, documentation from the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, possibly even historical provenance connecting it to an event or a government personality. Combine all these elements, and you can begin to see why this coin reached such heights. Filipino numismatic renaissance. In recent years, Filipino coins have begun attracting serious international attention. Collectors across Asia, Europe, and North America are now discovering the rich history and limited mintage of Philippine coinage, particularly during the post-independence era and transitional periods. The 209-5 Piso is a perfect example of this trend. A seemingly modern coin suddenly vaulted into international prestige by rarity, condition, and mystery. For local collectors, this should be a wake-up call. There may be other coins in circulation or hidden in family collections that have unrecognized value waiting to be discovered, authenticated, and possibly sold for tens of thousands of dollars. So, how can you tell if you have a rare or valuable coin like the 2009 25 Piso? 1. Check the mintage year and volume. The fewer produced, the more valuable. 2. Look for errors, off-center strikes, wrong plankets, double dies, or missing elements. 3. Examine the condition. The less wear, the higher the value. Mint state or proof coins are ideal. 4. Get it graded. A coin with an NGC or PCG's certification is far more valuable. 5. Research its background. Was it a commemorative, a limited government release? 6. Follow auction results. Sites like Heritage Auctions, eBay, and Stax Bowers can give you real-time value insights.